Hello everyone, this video is about DNA fingerprinting, also known as DNA typing. You might be familiar about this case. It is a real case. It's about 13-year-old Hania Aguilar, who was abducted at the end of her driveway as she was warming up her female car to go to school. Later on, the SUV was found about 20 miles away from her home. Evidence was recovered from the steering wheel and airlifted to the federal agency crime lab in Quantico, Virginia. That's when the North Carolina State Crime Lab was contacted, and I was asked to perform a subject identification analysis confirmation on the Cody set. Analysts performed DNA analysis robotically, but let's assume that it was through gel electrophoresis. Once the DNA is extracted from the cells, it's amplified using a PCR and then ran through gel electrophoresis to separate the DNA by size. DNA is loaded into the wells of gel and subjected to an electric field, causing the negatively charged nucleic acids to move toward the positive electrode. The smaller fragments move faster and the larger slower. The following DNA fingerprint of the crime scene DNA was obtained and compared to the DNA samples obtained from each subject and the victim. As we can see here on the first loci, our DNA crime scene matches completely to subject 1 and 2, partially to subject 4, and completely excluding the victim and subject 3. On the second loci, our DNA completely matches only with subject 1, partial to 2, 3, and 4, and completely excluding the victim. Now, in order to have a subject, we cannot have a partial match. It must be a complete match on both loci. So based on these gel electrophoresis plates, we can conclude that subject 1 is the person of interest. However, subject 4 has completely matched with subject 1. So it is possible that subject 4 is a parent of subject 1. Now, as we know, Hania was not found the way we wanted. Her body was found partially submerged in a muddy pit under a plastic folding table. FBI investigated over 800 leads and conducted more than 400 interviews. As a result, Mr. Michael McClellan was arrested and charged with over 10 felonies. His cases are still pending. But in addition to this case, his DNA profile also provided a hit to an unsolved rape back in 2016. DNA analysis is very important in resolving crimes. Thank you for watching.